than I usually do. I'm looking around thinking of what needs to be done today and what I can delegate for tomorrow. And I realized my blood pressure needs to be checked on a daily basis. And thanks to a program that I'm involved with, it's sort of like a diagnostic center program. So the diagnostics comes to this little device here, and it's a survey, your blood pressure, and the activity you do. So when you put in your activities, you take your blood pressure, you complete a survey, and then it's compiled for the doctors when they need to have a look. So they can go over it and see where there's changes and if there's changes to be done. So I'm going to put my phone down for a moment, just a moment. I'm still going to be here with you. I'm going to push the button. I'm going to check my blood pressure. It's good to get a reading, 1 or 2, even 3 over a 15-minute period. But I'm doing 2. I'm doing 2, and I should be silent. One moment. There we go. It goes off.
Blood pressure 165 millimeters Hg over 106 millimeters Hg.
Yeah.
Heart rate 79 BPM.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much for going up in 5 minutes. Really strange. So, as I'm here sipping on my water and clove oil. Not clove oil. I have I have no regrets of the last few years. I am learning and I am evolving into somebody that I never knew I could be. Happy 4th of July. What are you doing today? Do you have plans? Today is going to be a pretty hot day here on the island where I live. And my best friend's son and girlfriend are coming to get us for an ice cream. So we're going to go out for ice cream. And perhaps, he said, Taco Bell first for supper. We'll have some tacos and then we'll go get ice cream. Thank you. Grounded with B. Welcome. I am here looking to create a place of wellness for myself. I had diabetes. I have diabetes and high blood pressure, which was maintained by metformin, high blood pressure medication, and an insulin pen, which I took twice a day. And I would have to check my sugars and my blood pressure, of course. But nice. Yay. So I lost a lot of weight, which was intentional. I chose to go dairy-free and meat-free for a while. And then my mom got sick. I ended up moving in with her and taking care of her for a little while with my family. I moved into the basement and just kept eating after she passed. I ate everything I wanted. I didn't deny myself anything. And that's where you go wrong. Sometimes you need to say, oh, that's not good for you, girl. Right? That's no good for you. You can't eat that and expect to be okay. Don't eat the Timbits, you know? I said to my sister the other day, I said, the place where I went wrong was 3 years ago before Mom passed. I was downtown Water Street after a gallery event, waiting on a bus, and my sister's bestie came by with her family in the car. She's like, that's Shirley. That's who I am. I'm Shirley. So she swung around and said, hey, you want to drive up my house? I'm not far. I said, the bus will be here. So get in, she said. We'll take you up. Perfect. So I jumped in the car, and in the car, she had a box of Timbits. Well, you knows. She's going to offer me a Timbit. Have a Timbit, girl. He only lives once. And I think that's when it started. That's when I was like, I can eat this. But it's considerably not something you should eat. Spider Pig. Cheers and popcorn. Whoa, hey glitter bombs. So now that my blood pressure is took and it's all put away, I get to have my coffee. Yes. It's been sitting here since it's cold now. It's cold now. But don't do microwave coffee. I'm not a microwave coffee fan. I have been wanting to print off the pieces that I have done so far. So today I think is going to be a print day. I'm going to go over to my table. I'm thinking about putting these babies outside. What about you? What would you do? I was getting an odor. And this is my spot. I don't have a TV. Didn't want one. I was offered a TV when I left my old place that was in my old place. And I said, no, I don't want it. Don't want the TV. But for some strange reason, last night I went to bed. I plugged in the kettle and I put the kettle on. I was going to have a cup of tea. And I made sure the door was locked, and I sprayed bug spray on my door because there was a bunch of ticks on my door. And I mean like 100 ticks for sure. So I sprayed around my door and I wiped it off and I locked my door. No, I didn't lock my door. I woke up this morning to my plugged in kettle. Not on, of course, because it pops automatically. But I have a big mentality about my light bill. Because I was told years ago, the more you have plugged in, the more power you're going to juice out. The more you're going to pay. And even if it's not running, you don't have to have your system running. That kettle don't need to be turned on to plug to suck the juice. Because if it's plugged in, there's a connection. So the connection itself is juice. And it definitely cost me a whole $1 last night to have that plugged in all night long. Yeah, I know. So I was on the phone with my friend this morning and she's like, what's wrong? And I said, Jesus, I left my kettle plugged in. And then I went to my door and I moved my chair because I have my chair in my doorway. And I said, there's no lock on the door. I didn't lock the door. So I fucking wiped up all the ticks and I just closed my door. What the heck? Hey. So, hey, namaste. YT, YouTube. So today is the 4th of July for the American people that have anything going on today. I hope you get a chance to see fireworks. We weren't allowed to do any fireworks here in Newfoundland because of a fire ban. There's a fire ban. Happy 4th. So, is that Helena? Are you telling me to shut up again, Helena? Poor thing. So, we're just gonna be like, yo, what's the matter? Do you have a problem? Yo, I'll solve it. Kick up the beat and the DJ revolves it. So, tonight we're gonna sing If We Don't Go to Drag Queen Bingo, which I'm thinking about going to Drag Queen Bingo. Would you go to Drag Queen Bingo? Tell me you wouldn't. Because I'll be like, that's bullshit. Because it sounds like a good time. There's prizes. And it's only $20. It's only $20 to go. So, whether we sing here on karaoke. Oh, I should do karaoke because look what I got. Oh, that is so sick. So sick. Ooh, and the volume from this is phenomenal. I was given an opportunity to get this $39. Wow. When I looked at it, it was $49. Then they went up to $69, and then I found this for $39. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Look at that. That's handy. That is a portable speaker radio that can be strapped to anything. Yes, including your nose. Jesus, do love me. Amen. Thank you. I appreciate that. I know that it's just about 6 years ago, I think. About 6 years ago, I met a man on YouTube. Not on YouTube, on Facebook. And he was protesting Her Majesty's Penitentiary. We have a prison here that's been really not up to code, not up to standards. And today, or back then, 6 years ago, he was protesting, and I wanted to get involved, and I did. I showed up to the protest, and I became his friend online on the Facebook, and it turned out that he was a big, huge support for me, because when nobody else did, he explained to me that God found me worthy. And that almost shocked me. It almost shocked me because I didn't feel worthy. Hello. Welcome in. So, in not feeling worthy, and in the lifestyle that I lived with the drugs and the alcohol and my own personal destruction. Having a stranger, he was kind of a stranger. He only met me a month or so ago, or whatever, 5 years or 6 years ago. He looked at me and said, God sees you, and he thinks you're worthy. And I was blown away. I was blown away by someone who never knew me, but saw me. And that's a rarity to find. So when you find people like that in your life, you try and keep them in your life. When I finally allowed myself to live up to that statement, it meant a lot of change. It meant a lot of growth. It meant putting down the drugs and the alcohol and cigarettes. I gave up cigarettes too. Yes, fuck that. It is a struggle. It is a struggle, but you can turn it into a success. You have to be very, very much on top of your addiction. And it's not about just getting sober, because getting sober is the smallest part of the battle. It's doing the work that made you want to drink. You gotta do that work as well. Once you're sober, give yourself time to be sober, and then you realize, what now? Because it's not just about getting sober. It'll bring you back. You'll fall back if you think it's just about getting sober. You will drink again if you think it's just getting sober. It's not about just getting sober. It's finding yourself. Start drinking when you crave alcohol. Now, I've had a shot of apple cider vinegar and a shot of tart cherry juice over ice. And I add a little water and make a little juice mix. And it tastes like a mocktail to me. But I don't sit there and drink them because it makes you want to drink. So it's fine to have a mocktail if you're out and about, but make sure that it's actual alcohol-free. I have been alcohol-free now 5 years. This February passed. And that is a glorious thing, because I was drinking myself to death. I didn't want to live the life I was living. So I drank, and I numbed myself. And my friend said to me, she's like, I just feel so numb. And I was like, oh, babe, I feel you. I felt that one time, but I don't anymore. How did I get so bad? Well, this is all good eating. Good eating. Sugar. You have any sugar? You good sugar? It's not cream in my coffee, that's for sure. It's not the cream in my coffee. I got so big because I used to eat once a day, and it was a big meal. And then I would not eat for days. And then I would eat a big meal. And then I wouldn't eat for days. When your body fights against you, you tend to just try to suffice. Just try to, in active addiction, food is a part of my addiction as well. Everything can be addictive if it's not healthy. Even the good, healthy things can be addictive. So replacing your alcohol with something healthy is a good idea. So, like I said, pour up a glass of cranberry juice. Make yourself feel quenched. Pretend it's a sip sip. But when you find your moments of sobriety wearing thin on you, that's when you need to stop and say, why? That's when you need to stop and say, hey, how is it that I'm here today? Why is it that it makes, oh, hey now. Now, I don't know who the hell you are, but you took the name of a very nice man who passed away. So, whoever Susan Boyle is, who's Susan Boyle? I don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. But I am here. I am sober. And I'm living a life I never knew I could have. I'm sitting in my dream. I have many more dreams. I have a goal, and there are processes to getting there. So, oh my, you poor thing. It seems like you've found a nerve and tickled it. You poor thing. Do you need some assistance? Do you not have enough followers? Do you have too many followers, perhaps? And you need to troll people to get more. Leah Walker, hey, who's Don? Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Hi, my dear. Welcome. I'm here just explaining my days away. Living life in my sobriety and loving my moments. Getting my health in check so I can continue to do this for a very long time. So we're printing off some relief prints today. They're going to be so fantastic. I have 6 different ocean views, and we're going to print them off. I'm going to relief print them. Who's? Did you want to come get me? Shall we go for a little drive? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. I think it'd be fun. Oh, she's going away low on the right. She's going away low on the right. How about you? When you put your feather on, how about you? I think y'all need to go get a bigger feather. Go clap for yourself. I'm clapping for me. I'm here and I'm showing people that you don't have to get hammer fucked drunk to live your life. You don't have to sit in people's company that hate you to live your life. You don't have to be whatever their perception is. And that's a blessing. That's a God-given lesson you should understand. Once you're comfortable with yourself, none of these little fucking wasted youth people could ever turn a Honda into a bed. But they'd still try it. So, get yourself a new fucking space and time. If I hurt your feelings by being sober, if I offend you by explaining to people, you poor thing. I guess that's why you fucking have nothing. Guess that's why you chose to come here to have a little fun. Bye. Okay, Felica. I'm low and right now. You can go to fuck left. You poor thing. Makes me laugh. But what truly gives me joy is going to be put on the table now soon. And I am going to create some more beautiful memories. And sitting here at 11:32 in the morning, such a great half hour spent. If you don't have faith in yourself, if you don't understand why you continue to destroy yourself, then look deeper. And if you can't find anything, try a little look around. It's got to complete your life somehow. And why? Why is it completing your life? Why is that bottle on the table gonna make you feel good today? You gotta understand why. Because we're all waiting for you to live your true self. Live that life. It is a blessing. So thanks for being here. Thanks for coming to see me. Hit the subscribe button, bitches. Y'all haters anyway. You might as well come back next time and hit the notification. Hit that notification bell. You know it. You know you want to. Ew. The fuck? You just asked me if I fit in a Honda. Honey, get a life. I don't hook up. I do not hook up. Have a good day. Thanks for being here.